already having anxiety. So excited. Why am I crying? Oh my gosh. Let me not get emotional about a fictional character. Just amazing. I would be fearing. Oh my God, this is crazy. I gotta find a good angle because you guys have no idea how extremely excited I am to finally be doing this. So excited. Okay, actually the lighting's not bad here. I think this is a good spot. Okay, so if you could read the title of this video, obviously that's part of the reason why you clicked on it. I am finally gonna be reading Fourth Wing. Because today is actually the release day for Iron Flame. And I'm actually, okay, let me just go on a little tiff for a second. Okay, just a little one, just a little tiff. I didn't pre-order Iron Flame, right? Not until like a few days ago. So I was like panicking, okay? I was so worried that I was not gonna be able to get a copy like when it came out and that I was gonna have to wait weeks before I could even read Iron Flame after reading Fourth Wing, because my whole point of this video is so that I could read Fourth Wing and then read Iron Flame right away, like when it comes out, and then like have this reading vlog for you guys because like it would be fun. I was like panicking, okay? And I posted on my Insta, on my Bookstagram, and some girl actually like messaged me and she was like, oh my gosh, like you should look here and there. And then I was like, oh my God, let me look at Walmart, because let me tell you, Target's pre-order was somehow sold out. Barnes and Noble was just like, it was just like too expensive for a pre-order. I was like, I can get this book a little bit cheaper. And then I went to, Amazon, and Amazon's was not gonna get here till like November 25th, which is absolutely crazy. And I was like, I am not waiting that long. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pray and hope that like on the release day, like Target has copies that I literally can just go and get. And then I was like, oh my God, let me look at Walmart. And so I looked at Walmart, and Walmart actually had it available for me to pre-order, and it would come literally the day after, 2 days after it was released, which I was like, you know what? That's fine, because it gives me time to finish Fourth Wing before it comes out, before I can read it. So yeah, I did that. And then I looked at Target this morning, because today's release day of Iron Flame, and they have the book in stock. And I could have ordered it and picked it up or had it delivered to my house. And I could have had it today. I could have had it today. I panicked and was like, I need a copy of this book and I do not want to miss the opportunity to not have it. You know what I also could have done? I could have also probably just went to Walmart to get it today. But it's fine. I ordered it. It's coming in 2 days. I'm praying. If it doesn't come in 2 days, I'm gonna be so freaking mad. I actually really hope it comes tomorrow. Like there is absolutely no reason for it to not come literally today, especially if they have it at my store. I don't understand why it's not here. Anyways, that's not what this is about. This was actually quite an intro. I don't even know how I got here. But we are finally gonna be reading Fourth Wing. I have actually been waiting to read this book until basically a few days before the release of Iron Flame, but life just like literally got away from me, so I haven't been able to start it yet. So I'm so excited to start reading it. Like this book, I've heard so many great things about, and I'm just so excited to actually be starting it because it's just like amazing. Just amazing. And now it's getting made into a TV show. I'm like, okay, now I really have to read it because I'm like, now I need to audition for Violet Sorrengail, right? That's her last name, Sorrengail, I think it is. Yeah, now I literally need to audition for Violet Sorrengail. Yeah, that's how you say it, I think. Whatever. And I have to read the book before I can do that. Granted, everybody's fan arts of her, I look nothing, well, not nothing like, but I really don't look like her, but oh well. Anyways, okay, the map on here, so cool. Okay, what is the cover? Okay, of course I have the lame hardback. That's annoying. But at least the spine is cool. So excited to start this reading vlog today because this book I've heard is great. Anyways, yes, we are gonna start this book. So excited. I actually really hope that this doesn't let me down because it's just like too overhyped for it to be let down. I do want to tab it, I think, but I only have like these colors. Okay, so like I don't have like a black one or a gold one or anything like that, or like yellowish. These are all the colors that I have. I feel like this one, like this nude one could work. I'm trying to think if I've used it or not. The gray could also work. I'm also missing one. I don't know where that one went. Oh, it fell on the floor. I think the nude one, the gray, and like even maybe like the maroonish, maybe even like the dark blue. I don't know. Maybe I'll use the red. or the orange. I'll have to find like a good color scheme. Or maybe I'll just use this one. I'll just use this palette and like come up with something. I don't know. Sometimes I start tabbing books, but like I don't know, like I don't know. I feel stupid when tabbing because I'm like, I don't know what to tab or like what to mark, you know, because I don't want to like write. I do want to like annotate books, but like part of me doesn't want to annotate books because I don't want to ruin them just in case I ever want to reread them and like my annotations are there. You know what I mean? Like granted that really it's not that big of a deal. I think I will maybe annotate this one. I'm not too sure. I think maybe I'll just use this palette though, because I think this is a nice palette to use. I've been waiting to start this video because I didn't want to start it and then like not have enough time to read. I'm just going on too long. Okay, I will see you when I start this book. I'm just popping in here really quick because I actually forgot to mention at the beginning of this video that there will be a spoiler section all the way at the end. So this entire way through the video is non-spoilers, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you haven't read the book and you don't want any spoilers, the beginning of section of this video is for you. But if you have read it and you also want to see my like genuine reactions and thoughts and opinions on spoiler sections of the book, then keep watching all the way through. There will be a warning as to when the spoiler section starts, so don't worry about that. But yes, I just wanted to pop in here and say that yes, there will be a spoiler section in this video. All right, I'm about to start Fourth Wing. I know this book starts out kind of like really slow because I know there's like kind of a build up to her getting into the college. Like I know that part. Like I know her mom, the instructor or something like that for the writer's quadrant, which is what she's in. So I'm going into it with like a good amount of information, but like just like very generic information. I know this starts out really slow and then really picks up. So yeah, I'll probably just update you kind of like when it picks up a little bit more, or like when I feel like I'm getting like super into it or something like that, because I know it starts out slow. So that's what I want to say. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm only on page 15 and I'm already having anxiety. Just because of basically like what I know and then like what they're saying now, I'm like, oh my gosh, I would be fearing, like actually scared out of my clothes. This is giving me anxiety. I know like nothing bad's gonna happen. Well, I mean, I don't know, but like I know like obviously because it's a thick ass book that she's gonna make it through, but like this is stressing me out already. You guys, I'm at page 53 now, and just the descriptions of Xaden, oh my gosh. I know like he's like a big deal. Like obviously like it's not a secret. Like that's really not a secret at this point. Like if you're anywhere on Bookstagram or Book Talk, like, and you've seen people talk about this book, like you know Xaden. Like it's not a spoiler of who he is. I'm not even at the good part. I'm literally not even at a good part yet. I'm literally only 50 pages in. And like anytime he's brought up, I'm like blushing. He does like, so in the beginning of this, he actually reminds me a lot of Rhysand from ACOTAR, from the way Rhysand was in the first book and like the very beginning of the second book, and like the way he had to act in front of people who were not within his court. Xaden's acting like that right now. So like, I'm like, okay, like if I didn't already know like kind of what happened, I would be like, okay, this is sus, because this boy, like the way he's making her feel, crazy. Like I said, I'm literally not even at a good part yet. Anyways, I'm gonna continue reading. Okay, it's the next day, if you couldn't tell, and I'm on page 115. I'm in chapter, what chapter is it, 10? Yeah, chapter 10, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm super excited to see what comes next. So I've been tabbing it with like certain obviously markers. So like anything that like is Xaden, like something that Xaden does or something that I like that describes Xaden is like the dark gray. The maroon ones I have are like Xaden and Violet moments, like scenes together. And then the light ones, which I actually have a couple of them, are the ones that have to do with Dane. I really like in the beginning the way that like he makes Violet feel, well, like with certain things, like the way that she gets and the way she describes the way she feels about Dane, not like the things that he does. Like he is being very overprotective, which I understand because it's someone he sees as his best friend and he doesn't want his best friend to die. He's being like an overprotective, you know, bastard, and kind of being a dick about it. Like I get it, but like I do like some of the moments that they have together because like I just like the way that he like at this stage kind of makes her feel, and I want to like see the progression of like compared to like how Dane makes her feel and then also how like Xaden makes her feel eventually, because I know like Xaden's a love interest. Like I'm not like an idiot. Also, I just want to say that like literally yesterday I was looking up fan edits of him. Of Xaden. Let me just be clear. Like I literally wasn't even 100 pages in. I'll post the picture that I posted on my story that I was literally looking up fan edits of Xaden on Instagram. I'm gonna continue reading. Like I said, I'm on page 115. I'm really loving it. I'm just so excited to keep going. Iron Flame is supposed to come for me tomorrow. I'm praying and praying and praying that it does not get back ordered or anything like that, or it takes longer, because it said it would be here on the 9th because I pre-ordered it from Walmart. So I swear to God, if it doesn't come, I am going to, I don't want to say this on the internet. Anyways, I'm not being dramatic. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading. I'm in chapter 15 right now. Violet just bonded with her dragon. Violet's dragon is fucking funny. He's such a dick, which is actually hilarious. Yeah, but he's fucking funny. That's all I had to say. He's hilarious. I can't wait to hear more of him. Okay, a little update before I head to the gym. Eating this up. I am eating this book up. It is so freaking good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am on page 250 and it's gotten so good so far. Like I literally like am so just like addicted to what's going on in like Violet's story. Like if you can't tell, my whole gym fit is based off of Violet's Orangale today. That was literally my sole purpose. I was reading it this morning before, because right now it's almost 10 o'clock. Before, when I was just, you know, just having my nice easy breezy morning, right? I was reading it and I was like, oh my gosh, like it is so freaking good. And I'm just like hoping that like I know that there's like a big cliffhanger. I do know that, but I'm really hoping that it has nothing to do with the end all be all Xaden. Like I literally am just so attached to him. Like I literally cannot. I just wanted to do a little update. I am absolutely loving it so far. Which part am I at? I'm on chapter 21. I'm trying to think without giving anything away. It's not a secret that like she ends up becoming like a writer, because this big ass book wouldn't be in existence if she didn't. So she literally has bonded with her dragon already and is now like doing all of like the writer stuff for school. So like that's really cool to see. And also it gives me so much anxiety. It gives me so much anxiety. Also her dragon, love her dragon. If I was any character other than Violet, I would be her dragon. Like her dragon is just so cool. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say about this. I don't think I have anything else to say. So I'll keep you guys updated. You guys, this book, I'm literally like, this is like without a doubt probably gonna be a 5 stars. Like there is like no doubt that I'm gonna feel that way. Also, Michael is playing video games downstairs. If you can hear, I'm very sorry. Okay, but where am I at? I am on page 346 at chapter 28. Oh my god, it's so freaking good. The like enemies to lovers plot line is like really like picking up now. It's still like not like romance, but there's still like subtleties of like, oh my gosh, like things are happening and I'm getting so fucking giddy. Like there was like one scene in here that I'll put in my spoiler section, so if you want to stay tuned till the spoiler section to hear about it, I'm gonna put it in there. But honestly, like it happened and I was sitting downstairs with Michael because reading while he was playing, and I could not. I started like smiling and giggling and I just could not help myself. I was like, oh my god, this is the best. Like Xaden, I love him. Like literally, he has literally done like, okay, not that he's done nothing. I don't want to say he's done nothing, but like this man should not be making me feel this way, you know? So that's all I had to say about that. I can't believe I'm already like almost 350 pages and this book's really long. It's not like really, really long. I'm trying to think. 498 and I'm on 346. So I'm almost there. Like, I'm literally almost there. I'm so excited to continue reading this. So I'm on page 450 now, chapter 36. I just finished chapter 35 and oh my god, things have been going down. Okay, it's crazy. Like I kind of knew, I kind of had a feeling something like this was gonna happen, like just from like way in the beginning, just from like the way that they were acting, like that something like this was gonna happen. I was like, there's no doubt. Like there's no doubt. I just didn't realize like who was gonna know, and like I knew like how it was gonna happen. Like I knew like how like the situation. I'm not making any sense. Anyways, because I'm not trying to spoil anything. Yeah, things are going down. It's not cool. Not cool. I only have like 50 pages left, and I'm like, wonder what's gonna happen. Oh my gosh. Gosh. I'm crying. This is not good. Oh no. Oh no. Okay guys, it's the next day and I have been waiting all day to freaking read this book because I only have about 30 pages left and I wanted to read it like on camera as well as not have Michael be sleeping while I'm reading it so that I literally can film my reaction to the end of this book because I know it's wild. I know it's gonna be wild with the way that things are going. I don't want to say too much because I don't want any spoilers in this part of the video, but right now we're like at the very end of like literally everything that's going down. Like within the last like 50 pages of the book, like so much shit went down that I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. I'm gonna finish this and you'll have to wait till the end to hear the spoilers if you want to hear them or if you want to hear my thoughts on this stuff. It's really good, like so good. I do say though, it is a bit slower paced of a read. It's like so weird because even though there's so much going on, like the pacing of the words and like the reading is so much slower than I would have thought, which is kind of crazy, but anyways, not a big deal. I'm gonna finish this because okay, I'm about to read the last chapter, so this one is from Zayden's point of view, so I'm like really freaking nervous. Okay. Whew. What? No. 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 What? Okay, I literally don't even know. I don't even know what to think. Oh my gosh. I literally was like waiting. I was like, literally I was on the last page and I was like, what is gonna happen? Like literally nothing's even remotely close to happening. And then I have never been, well, okay, like I honestly, because I was like, everyone says like it's a big cliffhanger and then it's just like this big old thing that happens at the end. And then I'm on the last page and I'm like, literally nothing's happening. Like what do everyone keeps talking about? Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm really mad that my Iron Flame book did not come the other day. Now I have to wait until Tuesday to get it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was crazy. All right, you guys, you have finally reached the end of the non-spoiler section of the video. So if you want to continue watching the spoilers, go right on ahead. But if you have not read the book and you don't want any spoilers, stop watching here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it and I hope to see you again soon. And if you're here for some spoilers, stick around because here's the warning.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Because at the very beginning, because basically I know, like I get it that like Dane is basically the Tamlin of this book right now. Like you love him at first and then you're just like, you're sick of him. He's the worst. I get it. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know that like he does something. I don't know what he does, but I just know that like in the end, like people end up like not liking him because of like something he does. I really, really like in the beginning, the way that like he makes Violet feel. Not like the things that he does or like makes her feel when he's like being a piece of shit. Another little thing that I'm gonna talk about. I totally understand for the plot of this book as to why Rebecca Yarros like wrote it this way. But in my brain, as I'm reading it, I'm like, why would you make this a giant free-for-all for them to all murder each other? Instead of just like everyone who like makes it in and makes it through the writer's quadrant, teach them to be the best, essentially soldier they can be, you know, like literally prepare these people to be like great fighting like warriors and stuff like that. Like I understand like the part like you have to bond with a dragon to like be a writer and everything like that, but like if they don't bond with a dragon, literally put them in the army. Like you would literally have like the most fiercest warriors like on the front lines of the army because they have one. Like they literally talk about it. If those people who didn't bond with a dragon got put on the front lines of the army, why are you making this giant free-for-all where like they're allowed, like cadets are allowed to kill other cadets, you know, just to like make it through? Like that doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, why wouldn't you just train these people to literally be the best fighters and warriors that you could have? And like you'd be unstoppable. You'd literally be unstoppable. Like I just don't understand. Like obviously you're training them to be riders, so the ones that do get bonded with a dragon should continue on obviously and be like, you know, the best warriors that there is. I just don't understand. It's like what, like why is it okay just to go on and murder your other cadets? And I understand like dying within the school and like in the process, like if you don't make it all the way to graduation because of like, you know, some freak accidents, that's just like casualties that are bound to happen with this type of school, especially like with what they're doing and like the trials and the challenges they have to go through to like make it as a warrior. And it's like if you die doing that, then it's like, okay, like you died, but it's like it shouldn't be the goal to like kill as many people as possible for like the numbers to even out for like bond to dragons. Like that just like to me in my brain like doesn't make sense, because I'm like, part I'm in is like the part where they're on the mat, so they're like sparring basically, and like Violet is basically like weakening your opponents beforehand so that she can win during the sparring matches. And I'm like, okay, I get it, but like why aren't these sparring matches used as a tool to like create like good warriors? And also, why are you not teaching them to fight? Like they should be being taught to fight before you're doing these sparring matches, because like first of all, they should be being taught to fight. Like this literally should be like a warrior academy. It should not be like, oh, we're just gonna throw you to the fucking wolves, so if you don't know how to do anything, you're fucking dead. Like no, literally I just don't understand like why you're not growing your numbers to the best of your ability, so like if there is an attack based off of everything that has already happened within this book, why you wouldn't want that, you know? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. So like there's that rant real quick. So yeah, I just don't think it should be a giant free-for-all. Like I don't think everybody should just go like Jack Barlow. Like bro, why the fuck are you just going around killing people? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, bro, like, what? Like, yeah, like, okay, like, I'm speechless. Anyways, I'm in chapter 15 right now, and Violet just bonded with her dragon. Violet's dragon is fucking funny. He literally was just like, he's such a dick, which is actually hilarious, because I didn't think that, like, we're really gonna, like, hear the dragons talk to the writers, like, in their head, and he literally is like, bro, you need to stop, you're making us look bad. He said that and I could not stop laughing. I said, what? This dragon literally is just like, I chose you, like, you just need to calm down and just don't fall off. His name is Terran. At least that's what I gather. That's how I'm pronouncing it. I'm assuming it's pronounced Terran. So literally, I have to talk about this. So I literally just read the chapter of, like, when they just won the, like, squad tournament where they got to go to an active, like, site with other, I know what I'm saying, but I don't know the words for it. The riders, so that they were going to see, like, riders who were actively on duty in one of the, like, regions and stuff like that. And then so in the chapter, at the end of one chapter, it was like, how long can mated dragons stay apart? And then Xaden pops up because he wasn't supposed to be there because he just, like, didn't need to be. And he goes, apparently 3 days, because Violet was there and their dragons are mated. And which you guys know if you're watching the spoilers. Maybe you don't know. If you don't know, their dragons are mated. But this is the spoiler section, so you can't be mad at me. It started on page 336, so, like, they're there, and, like, Mira, who is Violet's sister, is, like, running this, like, not simulation or anything like that, but it's more of, like, just this, you know, kind of, like, educational briefing of, like, okay, like, we're gonna practice, like, what would you do, like, in a battle, right? Liam is, like, our wing leader is here, like, he can be in charge, like, for this task or whatever like that. They're just sitting at a table, you know? And Xaden obviously gives, like, sass to Dane because Dane wants to be the leader. She turns to Xaden because Xaden's being a dick. She goes, don't be a dick. And he literally goes, you haven't seen me start to be a dick. And she then realizes that he was talking to her in his head, or in her head. And I was just like, what? And I was so confused and I started giggling. And then he's just like, he goes, you're staring, it's going to get awkward in about 30 seconds if you don't stop. And then she's just like, how are you talking to me in my head, right? And he's like, it's the same thing. It's the same way you talk to Sigel. We're all gloriously annoyingly linked. This is just one of the perks, though I'm starting to wish I had tried it sooner. The look on your face is priceless. He winks and turns back to the table. I was giggling, like, so hard because I was like, stop, that's hilarious. She literally was just like, you literally spoke in her head and she was like, you know what I mean? She was like, oh, so anyways, if you haven't read Fourth Wing yet and you're just in the spoiler section, I don't know if I mentioned this, I don't remember. Riders can speak to their dragons, like, telepathy, that's the word, right? I think so. I think that's the word. Through their minds, basically. So, like, riders can only speak to their dragons. They can't speak to other people's dragons because they're not, like, bonded. But since Violet's dragon and Xaden's dragon are mates, like, they're mated dragons, they can speak to each other's dragons. Like, so he can hear Terran, who is Violet's dragon, and he can speak back, like, they can speak to each other because his dragon, Sigel, I think that's how you say her name, is mated to Terran, if that makes sense. I made that really complicated. But Violet can also speak to Xaden's dragon. It was funny. And then there was another part that it was just like, so Dane is, like, mad that, like, Xaden comes. He's like, you're not even supposed to be here. He goes, really? You couldn't stay away for more than 3 days? And Violet's like, it literally has nothing to do with him. Like, he cannot control the fact that the dragons are mated and that they want to be together. Like, bro, like, literally out of our control. And so, yeah, Violet's like, it has nothing to do with him. And then Xaden says in her head, he goes, you never considered that it was you I couldn't stay away from. And I literally was like, stop it. Don't even play tricks like that, Xaden. Don't even. And he's literally doing the bare minimum. He's literally not even doing anything at this point. He's literally just doing the bare minimum. And I'm like, I'm just, you know. And then So she like jabs him, right? That's literally what she says. She like jabs him with her elbow. And he goes, now you'll give our little communication secret away if you can't stop being so violent. And I was just like, stop. Anyways, yeah, that part was so funny. I literally could not stop giggling. I literally was like eating that up. I was eating it up. And then there was another part in here where this all happens at the same time. So if you've read it, you know. But it was just so good that he was just, you know, he's just being flirty. He's being such a flirt. And then, yeah, they kiss as well in this chapter, which... Anyways, yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. There were other things that did happen as well. I don't remember now because that was the first thing in my head that happened that I remember. Like, he started training her and stuff like that. So, like, anyways, that was just the one part I wanted to talk about. There's obviously other ones, like I said, but that was just the one I wanted to talk about because it was just fresh in my brain, and I was like, oh, and none of the other ones made me, like, audibly, like, giggle like that or, like, make me feel a certain type of way. Like, that particular scene just got me, and I was just like... I just could not stop. I just couldn't stop. It's literally making me blush and like smile and giggle thinking about it. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading for the night. Yes. So literally I'm on page 450, right? Basically like Dane, the worst. Oh my gosh, I literally cannot believe that he did this. He literally read her memories. Basically was just like all sent them there to die. Which is horrible. So they're in the war games now. So there's like 50 pages left, right? So they're in the war games now. And their assignment for the war games is to survive if they can. Because they've been sent there to die from Colonel Atos, which was Dane's dad. Which is crazy. Oh my gosh. Like, I knew this was gonna, like, I knew Dane was gonna betray them or betray Violet and, like, send them to something like something like this was gonna happen. Like, I knew, like, at the very end, like, somehow something was gonna happen that Dane was gonna figure out and then tell his dad or tell somebody. Because, you know, like, Xaden is part of the... I literally just forget what it's called. But, like, they have, like, the relics. Like, the rebellion relics or whatever. Because of their parents. And so I knew, because Dane doesn't like them, he's gonna send them there. And that's horrible. Oh, my gosh. Things are getting wild over here. Things are getting really crazy. We'll see the last 50 pages has to bring. Because... I know there's going to be a really big cliffhanger, but it's getting really good. Like, this is really freaking good so far. Yeah, so I'm going to continue. I'm going to finish. I literally cannot believe Dane did this. He's the worst, honestly. I really hope he gets a nice redemption, though. Okay, well, actually, I don't care if he gets a redemption, because after this part, like, literally you're sending your best friend to die because she, like, went with them because Xaden said that she was going. But also, let's just say, because, like, she really threw us for a whirlwind here because Xaden has been, like, talking with the enemy, basically, because the Venin, which is, like, folklore, they're, like, evil things or whatever in their world are real apparently. So, you know, like, everyone else thinks it's just like fables, that it's just made up, but like they're apparently real. And the flyers for the people who fly on the Gryphons or something like that, they met up with them because he was giving them weapons to fight off like the Venin and like the old folklore creatures. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. But yeah, so like that was a whirlwind because then you were thinking like, oh, Xaden really has betrayed Navarre, I don't know how you say it. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Has betrayed them. But he didn't really. He was just like, no, like these creatures or these things are literally killing off our people and other places, and they're just keeping it a secret. He's trying to help people and everything like that. So, which was kind of nice. Why am I crying? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm crying. This is not good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Liam just died, so... Okay. Yeah. No. But I'm gonna do like a little recap because honestly I don't remember what I filmed yesterday that I like chimed you in on as to like what was going on. So like right now I'm on the last 30 pages because I want to be able to like give my reaction to everything. But basically what happened. So like right now they're in the war games, right? So I'm at the last 30 pages, so like a lot of shit's gone down. What happened was Violet went to go see Xaden as he was sitting across the parapet, if that's how you say it. And basically like confessed her undying love for him basically. and then went back to his room, and they, you know, she like blew out his window too. And I was like, okay, a little wild. And they like just like kept talking about it. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so basically they were like hanging out. And then I think Garrick comes to Xaden's room and is like, hey, you need to get out here because shit's going down. To find out that they were just doing the war games, which was that's kind of annoying. They were just doing the war games. But basically what happens is, so for the war games, like they're all like assigned certain positions, and like the wing leaders get like specific places they got to go to, like the outposts. So Xaden's outpost is Abathine? I can't remember what it's called. Athabine, yeah, I was right. So basically they get to Athabine, which is their outpost, because he takes Violet, even though Dane is like trying to fight with him, being like, no, she's not going, because Dane's being a little sneaky sneak. So basically what happened was, yeah, so they get taken to Athabine, and they get there and they're just like, what the fuck's going on? Because there's nobody there, like nothing's going on. And then they have this letter that's like literally like from Colonel Atos, which is Dane's dad. It was like, it's like, survive if you can, good luck, because basically sending them to their death, because Dane found out basically that Xaden, I guess, was talking with the enemy, and Violet also found out that they were talking with the enemy, like literally all like right before all this went down. Like literally they were on their way to the outpost and Violet found out. She was like, are you like excuse me? Found out about this place. Violet unknowingly betrayed them, because Dane can use his powers of like touch to like see recent memories, and he touched her and like took her memories without her consent, basically. So like she didn't realize that like that's what he had been doing this entire time, that he like had like taken like her memories every time he had touched her, basically. Well, that didn't take her memories, but he like read her memories. Sorry, this is literally all over the place. So here we are with literally a war going on, because the reason they've been going to Athabine is to give literally the enemy, but they're not really enemies at this point. Like they're kind of like trying to work with them. Well, Xaden is, at least, because the Werven and the Venin, I don't know how you say one of those, but the Venin, like these fabled creatures are, you find out, are real liars who are on the Gryphons, who fly the Gryphons, who are technically the enemy, have been coming to them to get weapons that can be used to kill the Venin, because the Venin can only be killed by like a specific type of blade or something like that. So like they had access to it, so Xaden was giving them the weapons so that he could kill them, because you like when you read throughout the book, you're kind of like, there's like all these attacks that are going on that they're not talking about to the cadets, and it's because those attacks are by the Venin, which are supposed to be like myth, like fable, that they're not real. They are real, and they're keeping it hidden from them. Basically they're sent to their death for aiding the enemy, even though they were aiding the enemy to like help save like literally the entire continent. Basically, good for them, honestly, trying to save the continent. Like, anyways, here we are. They're fighting the Venin, and I was really sad because Liam died, and I was crying about it last night. So yeah, they're fighting the Venin right now, because this whole like city basically is like, it was gonna be killed if nobody did anything, because they didn't have any other riders other than them, who were literally in college. Right? They literally sent these college kids just because they were the rebellion's children. And you find out that like the rebellion's people, who like the children who are now going to this school, like the reason that they were murdered is because basically they were aiding the people to kill these Venins all this time. And everyone in Navir, I think that's how you say it, is literally trying to cover it up for God knows why. Literally have no idea why they would try to cover that up and like not train people the best they can be. That's what's going on, I think. So yeah, basically they like sent them to their death. Here we are. I'm hoping that made sense. But yeah, so they sent them to their death. So now they're fighting using their dragons, and they're trying to kill all the Venin and the Wyvern or whatever, and trying to literally stay alive. They've already lost 2 people. She killed Liam. I literally cannot believe she did that. Literally when I was reading it last night, you'll see my reaction. It's literally in here that he is dead. And I literally started crying, because then he was talking about, oh my gosh. He literally was like, you have to like take care of my sister. Like, you'll be there. She'll be like, you have to take care of my sister next year. And I'm like crying about it. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then at the end, he's literally in her lap and he's dying. And I'm listening to it right now. Violet's like, thank you, Liam. Thank you for being my shadow, and thank you for being my friend. And he goes, it's been my honor. This poor man. Literally, this poor man. He did not deserve to die. I can't believe she did this. Anyways, let me just not get emotional. Let me not get emotional about a fictional character. Anyways, but yeah, he dies, and then I'm so sad about it. And like Xaden is literally like heartbroken because that's basically like his brother, you know? And the reason Liam died was because, oh my gosh, because, so basically, as if you guys don't know, for anyone watching this, but if you're watching this and you don't know because you haven't read the book, like basically like a rider cannot survive without their dragon. So once they've bonded to a dragon, literally like their life is dependent on them because of like all of the like magic and energy that the dragon spews into the person they're bonded with. So if their dragon dies, literally you're dead. But if you die, your dragon doesn't die, you know, like your dragon can like rebond with someone when they're ready. So basically his dragon got murdered by one of the the Worven, which is like the fable dragons. So like they're like they're not fake dragons, they're like, can I help you? I'm talking. So yeah, like they were like don't be rude, I'm talking. Worven are like the fake dragon or the fables dragon because they look like dragons but they only have 2 legs compared to 4 like that dragons actually have. So one of them ended up killing Liam's dragon. So Liam ended up dying, which is very, very sad because I'm very sad about it because he did not deserve to die. He was such a good man and such a good character, and that he did not deserve to die. He just should have been there because he never complained about having to watch over Violet and like be her friend. You know, like it was just sad. So anyway, that's where we're at. Basically right now, Violet is now set with the task of trying to kill all of my goodness, you turkey, to kill all of the like Worven or whatever they're called with her signet, which is, you know, to wield lightning because her lightning can kill them. So she's like hoping that she doesn't die, which granted I know she's not gonna die because there's another book. Anyways, that's it. That's all I have to update. I really hope, I really do hope that was not a confusing explanation of what's gone down so far. What? No. 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 What? What? Okay, I literally don't even know, I don't even know what to think. Oh my gosh. I literally was like waiting. I was like, literally I was in the last page and I was like, what is gonna happen? Like literally nothing's even remotely close to happening. And I have never been, well, okay, like I honestly, because I was like, everyone says like it's a big cliffhanger and then it's just like this big old thing that happens at the end. And then I'm on the last page and I'm like, literally nothing's happening. Like what do everyone keeps talking about? And then Brennan, her brother who's dead, is there. He literally is like, welcome to the revolution, sis. Which means that Brennan knew like what they were doing and he's like, no, I'm gonna pretend to die and then like help these people. Okay, literally something else I also just realized that I had to like pop in here and say. Literally, so like, you know how when we first meet Xaden and he hears someone like before they go onto the parapet like say Sorengale, and he like looks over and he sees Violet because she's Violet Sorengale, literally General Sorengale's daughter, and we're obviously all under the impression that it's like he wants to kill her as revenge, like against her mother. But literally as you read the end of the book, he doesn't pay so much close attention to her, I feel like, because he wants to kill her. It's because her brother Brennan literally lives where he lives and like where he's from, and like knows that Brennan didn't actually die. Is it like, oh my god, is he like watching out for her because he knows as well? Like, so he doesn't actually want to kill her? Like, it's just like this whole big thing that I was like, oh my god, which means he didn't, like, he knew. I don't know. I'm getting all in my head now with all these theories. But my battery's flashing at me now, so okay. That's all I had to say. was that I don't think that Xaden ever really wanted to kill Violet. We don't know that for sure. Well, I don't know that for sure, but I don't think he ever really wanted to kill her. I think he was just really like, really truthfully watching out for her. If you have made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I know I really put you through the ringer there. Probably. This is a really long video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I loved filming this vlog. It was so much fun, and honestly just like reading this book, this is one of my new favorite books and like new favorite series, so I'm so freaking excited to continue reading. Unfortunately, Iron Flame is not obviously in this video, but it is going to be a separate video in itself, so stay on the lookout for that one. I am so excited to keep continuing this series. I think I'm gonna end up doing this for probably every single Fourth Wing book, just doing its own separate video with a non-spoiler and then a spoiler section, because I absolutely loved this. Like I said, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias as well as subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.